Have you ever felt like you're trapped, that you feel down, anxious, unhappy, and there's no way of you getting better? Have you been trying different things, starting a new hobby, watching a nice movie, going for a walk, eating some comfort food, but you still feel like nothing is working and all the external circumstances actually match that? So you haven't been lucky at work lately, you had a fight with a friend, and everything is just falling down completely. You don't even feel like manifesting anymore because your negative inner feeling is just stuck. You don't feel in alignment. If you have ever experienced this video is definitely for you. I have been for over 5 years on my path of my spiritual and self-improvement journey and becoming more conscious of my thoughts and my energy. This has obviously led me to significantly improving my life and being able to make all my dreams reality. Thanks to this work, 90% of the time I feel in great alignment and full of positive energy. This of course doesn't mean that I don't have any bad days, because of course I do. We are all humans and we have the biggest right to feel all different kinds of emotions. If we haven't experienced pain or fear, we wouldn't be able to experience love. Nevertheless, my ability to deal with those negative emotions and patterns have definitely changed, and here's how I did this. First and foremost, I want you to realize that your consciousness goes hand in hand with the level of vibration you're in. You have an energetic signature. The energy in your body and the energy around your physical body has an invisible color and frequency. Your current frequency is your aura. The color of your aura can shift due to current health state, your thoughts, and the way you cope with actually many arising challenges. Some colors are more vibrant, their energy vibrates at a higher rate. When you're in a peaceful and tranquil state or less energetic state, your aura may have a different color than when you are in a high energy state. But we all have a baseline vibration. If you haven't noticed already, more and more people are becoming aware of this vibration. Everyone is speaking in today's world about someone's energy or either high vibes or low vibes. I mean, it's today's topics, right? So, in order for you to get out of this low level of vibrations, you need to let go of all sorts of negative emotions that are holding you in a lower states of vibrations. For example, guilt, jealousy, or fear. In order for me to put it into a higher perspective, I want to talk about the work of Dr. David Hawkins. His scale of consciousness is essentially based on how we process negative emotions. According to Hawkins and his work, on a scale of 1 to 1000, anything calibrating below 200 is regarded as a negative and destructive energy. What is your goal then? Your goal is to overcome the lower levels and attain 200 or above. Examples of higher levels are courage at 200, neutrality at 250, then we've got willingness at 310, and then love at 500, and so forth and so on. As you can see, the further up the scale you go, the better off you are, in which you will attract the same type of energy frequency. That's why if you are in the lower states of emotions, all you attract is the negative emotions. You feel stuck in this loop cycle of manifesting negative outcomes. David Hawkins also makes another interesting point. A person who calibrates at the 300 level will counterbalance 90,000 individuals who calibrate below the 200. Therefore, the higher you raise your energy frequency level, the more beneficial you become to the world at large. Never mind how it affects your connection with spirit. So now, how can you let go of your negative and destructive emotions that are holding you in the lower state of vibration? Well, first and foremost, you need to forgive. Forgive others, but especially forgive yourself. Holding on to the past situations and emotions, constantly going through them in your head, I know you do that, don't worry, I have done this too. It puts you in the lowest state of vibration. Have you ever had a situation where you had an argument with a friend and you were feeling very dense and heavy? And once you guys talked about it and just figured it out and made up, you actually felt that big relief? This is because your energy has shifted. If you're watching this video, you probably already know that anything happening in your external world is a reflection of your inner world. This is why it is so important that you understand that holding on to certain emotions will not only keep you stuck in the lower vibrations, but unless you forgive, it might create that experience again in your external reality. Remember, your thoughts and feelings have an enormous power. Another thing, my love, which I have also noticed has made me stuck in the low and negative vibration was definitely drinking alcohol. And hear me out, I think everything is fine if you do it in moderation, but what I want to talk about here is this culture of regular drinking, for example, every weekend. So obviously I will talk based on my own experience. When I was drinking, every Friday I would get very excited about going out, having fun and drinking like woohoo, having fun and everything. It's great until I overdrink, which obviously happens very often. Not only it happened to me, but it happens to you. It's very hard to stop drinking after those 2 drinks, right? When you get that great dopamine hit and you suddenly gain fantastic social skills. And as you probably already know, the next day all I was experiencing was anxiety and guilt, thinking, what have I done again this time? And so on and so on. And that negative, dense emotions have stayed with me until the next Friday. So the whole freaking next week, until I had a drink again on Friday. And this is how I made this circle from which I couldn't really get out until I made myself aware of my patterns and changed the way I do things now. Also, important thing to mention is that you don't really crave those things anymore once you raise your vibration. So once you prioritize your inner self-work and putting yourself in a very high state of consciousness, you definitely will automatically quit drinking, at least so often. Another thing that might make you stuck, which also comes hand in hand with the thing I've mentioned before, it is not taking care of yourself. And I will be very harsh with you in here because I really want you to hear me out. Can you please explain to me, how are you supposed to be thriving and manifesting the life of your dreams if first and foremost you're eating crap, processed food and putting toxic things into your body? That's literally a sign that you don't love yourself and you prioritize this short moment of happiness over the lifespan of having a great, healthy, and loving body. This also goes hand in hand with being lazy and binge watching Netflix every evening instead of doing something productive for yourself, or for example, not having any sport or fitness routine in your life. You need to understand that in order to have a happy life and be in a constant state of happiness and high vibration, you constantly need to do the things that are difficult. If you will choose easy, you will always be unhappy and stuck in guilt, fear, and shame. It is our duty to literally progress over time, non-stop. That's what makes you really happy, because if you stay in constant and being lazy, it's just gonna be a repetitive cycle and you will feel stuck again. You need it in order to grow, or at least that you feel that you're growing. Because how do you feel about yourself after you have eaten McDonald's for dinner for the 5th day in a row? Happy and thriving, or feeling guilty? Exactly, here's your answer. And last but not least, and guys, I cannot stress this enough, how freaking important that is. It is to let go of people that don't serve you. And I kid you not, you will not imagine how your life will transform if you take the trash out. I'm not joking. The toxic people in your life are one of the biggest reasons you feel stuck. If you have people around you that put you in a state of guilt or fear, I'm sorry, darling, but this is a big sign that you need to get rid of them. People that you should be hanging out with are the people that make you expansive, not expensive, that put you into your highest state, that make you feel like you can run this whole entire fucking world. You're the product of your environment, and every day you have a choice. Who are you going to hang out with? You still prefer to be friends with a girl that keeps gossiping about others? Well, good luck to you. Not sure if you haven't noticed already, but talking about other people behind their back is literally the biggest sign of jealousy and being malicious. Why do you think this person talks bad about others? Because she wants to make herself feel better about her own freaking ass. This is not only selfish, but a sign of weakness. And surprise, surprise, she's also talking shit about you. So, my love, if you really want to expand and become the highest version of yourself that manifests her dreams instantly, you really need to have a look at the people you surround yourself with. That's all for today, my loves. If I brought to you some value, which I hope I did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, because every week I'm coming out with new videos to make you expand just like I did this to myself. I know you can do this too. This is why I'm here, to help you. Thank you so much.